Hello everyone, my name is Chiga Devi, and I'm from section 16 of the C programming class. In this video, I will explain my LED pattern control project using an Arduino and C programming. I'll be covering the circuit design, technical coding explanation, and then show you the functionality and result of the program. This is my circuit setup using an Arduino O, a breadboard, 3 LEDs, and a push button. The red LED is connected to digital pin 8, and the green LED to pin 10. The push button is connected to digital pin 2, and one side of the button is connected to ground. I also used resistors with each LED to prevent them from burning out, and connected the cathodes of the LEDs to the ground rail on the breadboard. This circuit allows me to control different blinking patterns for the LEDs using a single push button.
Here I am assigning names to the pin numbers where my LEDs and push button are connected on the Arduino. Red LED is connected to pin 8, purple LED to pin 9, green LED to pin 10 and the push button to pin 2. Next, I declare 4 variables. Button state will store the current state of the button. Last button state is used to store the previous state for detecting button presses. Last button state is used to store the previous state for detecting button presses. Pattern is to track which LED pattern is currently active starting from 1. Toggle is a boolean variable used in pattern 3 to alternate the LED states. In the setup function, I set 3 LED pins as output because we are sending signals to them. The button pin is set as input pull-up, which means it uses Arduino's internal pull-up resistor. This makes the button read high when not pressed and low when pressed. Then we move to the loop function, which runs continuously. This line, which is button state equals to digital read bracket button, reads the current state of the button and stores it in a button state. The detect of button press event, which is if button state equals to low and last button state equals to high. Here I check if the button is pressed by seeing if button state is low and last button state was high. If true, it means the button was just pressed. Then I increase the pattern number by 1. If the pattern goes by 3, it resets back to 1. I also add a 300 millisecond delay to avoid detecting one press multiple times, known as debouncing. The last button state equals to button state updates the last button state which the current button state for the next loop cycle. Now let's look at pattern 1, which is a sequential blinking for loop. If the current pattern is 1, I run a for loop that repeats 3 times. In each iteration, I turn one LED on and the others off based on the value of I. First iteration turns on red light, second turns on purple and third turns on green light LED. Each LED stays on for 300 milliseconds before moving to the next. Now let's look at pattern 2, which all LEDs blink together. We use while loop. If the current pattern is 2, I use while loop that runs only once because count starts at 0 and increases to 1 inside the loop. Inside the loop, all 3 LEDs turn on and at the same time wait 300 milliseconds, then turn all off and wait again. For pattern 3, which is alternating LEDs, we use do while loop. If the current pattern is 3, I use do while loop. It only runs once because the condition is false after the first time. Inside, I check the toggle variable. If toggle variable is false, red and green LEDs turn on and purple turns off. If toggle is true, purple turns on and the other 2 turns off. After that, I wait 400 milliseconds and switch the toggle state for the next time the pattern runs. After running one of the 3 patterns, the program goes back to the top of the loop function and checks the button again. This is the end of the coding. Now let's test the program. When the board is powered, the LEDs start in pattern 1, blinking one by one. When I press the button once, it switches to pattern 2, where all the LEDs blink together. Pressing the button again moves to pattern 3, where the LEDs alternate according to the toggle logic. Pressing the button again returns to pattern 1.